So, Emil, what was your favorite DP1 memory?
So my favorite DP memory so far has to be the first week of school, where we got to meet all of our classmates who I've now become really good friends with, and just this feeling of being welcomed into the community was really nice for me. What about you?
That's very nice. My favorite memory must be organizing the Secret Santa, because I could see everybody receiving their gifts, even people who don't celebrate Christmas, and the whole class was...
One of my favorite memories from the DP program was being able to pick the classes that I was really interested in, like physics or chemistry, or I could even choose the level of math that I wanted.
Hi, this is Embla from DP1.
And Charles, also from DP1.
And we will be presenting the International Baccalaureate at Blindern VGS. The International Baccalaureate is an alternative to 10th grade and studiespecialisering VG1, VG2 and VG3 in Norway. The environment at IB at Blindern is full of international students who are ready for a challenge, and if you are ready for a challenge as well, and if you're fond of English language and English literature, and if you are determined to enter further education well prepared, as the IB does prepare you very well, and if you're interested in studying abroad, then the IB is definitely something you should consider.
At Blindern, we offer MYP 4 and 5 plus the diploma program. And now some information about the International Baccalaureate Organization. The International Baccalaureate Organization, also called the IBO, is a non-profit educational foundation with a foundation office in Geneva and 3 global centers in The Hague, Bethesda, and Singapore, and finally an assessment center in Cardiff. The 4 IB programs are the primary years, middle years, diploma, and career-related programs. The International Baccalaureate Organization has, as of today, 5,400 member schools worldwide, which offer 7,400 IB programs in 159 countries. There are nearly 1,500 schools that offer a middle years program, and 2 million of DP graduated around the world. Total. 166,278 diploma program students graduated in May 2021 in 153 countries at 3,073 schools.
Some information about the IB in Norway. So the first teaching of the IB in Norway was in 1978, and as of today there are 44 IB world schools in Norway. Blindern VGS is the first publicly owned school to offer the diploma program from 1978, and the first publicly owned school to offer middle year program 4 and 5 since 2016. The IB program was originally designed to meet the educational needs of international mobile families and foster understanding between different peoples, countries, and cultures. Today, IB programs are offered by publicly owned schools as an alternative to national education programs, with over 50% of all IB world schools being public. So who are our students here at IB Blindern VGS? We are students from all over the world, and this creates such a diverse student body and such a diverse classroom with lots of interesting discussions from many different perspectives.
The IB mission statement incorporates aims to develop inquiring, knowledgeable, and caring young people with intercultural understanding and respect. To do this, the IB uses rigorous assessment and challenging programs. The IB promotes active, compassionate, and lifelong companionship. The IB learner profile is the IB mission statement translated into a set of learning outcomes. The IB programs promote the education of the whole person, emphasizing intellectual, personal, emotional, and social growth through all domains of knowledge. The IB believes that the development of skills is a crucial element in preparing students effectively for life beyond school. The IB approaches these skills through 5 domains, such as thinking, communications, social, self-management, and research skills. These skills ensure that an IB student is a well-rounded person ready for life inside and outside of further studies.
Characteristics of the middle-year program are teaching in context, conceptual understanding, skills, action and service, and the personal project. The personal project is something we do in MYP5, which is a process-based project in which we do whatever we want inside or outside of the curriculum, and this will lead or end in a reflective essay. And these are all elements that will help prepare us for the challenging DP program. The MYP subjects offered at Blindern VGS are English language and literature, Norwegian language and literature, language acquisition in both French and Norwegian, individuals and societies, mathematics, and in MYP5 you can choose between standard and extended level. We have integrated science, physical and health education, and visual arts. Now for the challenging diploma program curriculum framework. So the model embodies the philosophy, which is the basis for the range of subjects offered. The student must choose one subject from each of the six groups being studies in language and literature, individuals and societies, mathematics, the arts, sciences, and language acquisitions. The subjects are offered at two levels, higher level and standard level. And visual arts an art subject can be replaced by either another language subject, a humanities subject, or a science subject.
So to continue on the DP subjects offered at Blindern VGS, we have self-taught languages as an A language. We have the split of individuals and societies into history, social and cultural anthropology, and global politics. We have a group 3 and 4 class called Environmental Systems and Societies. We have the split of the experimental sciences into biology, chemistry, and physics. And we have math at two levels, math analysis and interpretations, and math analysis and approaches. So there are 3 DP core requirements, which are common for all the schools at IB Blindern and common for all IB schools in the whole world. So these core requirements are related to the IB vision, which is to develop the whole person, and they aim to develop specific skills. So the extended essay is a long project which ends in a 4,000-word essay based on your research. Theory of knowledge is a class largely based on philosophy and ethics and is great at developing the mind of a young student. And creativity, activity, and service promotes involvement in the community outside of school. So how do you apply to the IB programs at Blindern VGS? First, you have to fill in an application form, which is available on our website. For MYP5 and DP, you also have to apply electronically through Vigul. The deadline for applying is 1st of March for MYP4, MYP5, and DP. Please note that only students who are residents and living with their parents or legal guardians in the municipality of Oslo can apply.
Thank you for your attention, and goodbye from Embla
and Charles.
The teachers are very caring and nurturing to all the students.
So we do a lot of independent study, which teaches us how to be responsible.
The way of studying prepares you for university.
Students come from a lot of different countries and cultures, which widens our perspective.
The criteria of the marking scheme is really useful.
The teachers encourage you to become a confident and independent learner.
The IB offers students many ways to express themselves.
The things you learn will be the same level as many other students internationally. You're not far behind when you start going to schools from outside of Norway.
It's a very multicultural environment.
Macron.
You have a lot of different options for lunch around the school.
MLP encourages independent and critical thinking.
Since the criteria is so specific, teachers are able to tell you which level you're at.
The friends you meet and the memories you make with them.
Hi, I'm Stina. I'm in DP1. I chose the IB because I wanted to study abroad, and the IB is a very good start for that. I also wanted to get a more global perspective since we live in a globalized world. And then I like the learning philosophy of the IB.
Okay. Hi, I'm Gabriella.
And I'm Madeline, and we're from DP1.
And I chose the IB at Blindern because 1, it's really close to my house. 2, I wanted to go to an English-speaking school, and 3, it would give me a lot of opportunities for the future.
Hi, my name is Philip. I'm in DP2. I chose the IB because it's in English, and it was kind of the only option around. And I also wanted to study outside of Norway, so I thought I should get an IB diploma.
So I'm Mario Nicolai from DP1.
I'm Matteo Palese from DP1.
And 3 years that we came to IB, it's because it's in English and we don't know Norwegian that well.
So it's also very accessible from transport.
And it's also international.
Hi, I'm Naomi and I go to DP1. And the reason I chose IB is because it's a great program and they speak English. And I was used to this program since I was like 12. I think the classes here are great and it's great for your future.
I'm from DP2. The first reason I chose IB was because I'm bilingual, and so it's nice to have the opportunity to study in multiple countries. And the IB is an international education system. The other reason is that it's like a challenging program, so that's something that attracted me. And the last is that my parents both kind of wanted me. My siblings did it before me, so.
And I'm DP1. The reason why I chose the IB, the first one is because it's really likable. It was a really likable choice. The second one was that I get more opportunities to study in other countries, and I get to extend my knowledge in subjects more than other students from other schools.
I'm doing DP1, and why do I choose IB? Because mainly it's interesting program with knowledge and more opportunities and interesting things about world, etc.
I'm Nishra in DP2. I chose the IB because I was already in the IB from before. There were no other English schools, and there were no other options.
My name is Victoria Lund. I'm in DP1, and 3 reasons to why I chose IB is I love the international environment here. Like, everyone is from a different place, and it's very refreshing because I am from a different place. Second, I think would be you get to choose your own classes, which I think is very nice. Like, they offer, for example, anthropology, global politics, things that you can't get in StudiSpes. And third reason is that there's a lot of focus on writing, and I really love writing and reading. So yeah.
And I'm in DP2, and I chose the IB because of the variety of people, the English-speaking environment, and because I got to meet new friends.
My name is Emily and I'm in DP2. 3 reasons why I picked the IB was because it has an international community within the classes. I lived abroad and wanted to study abroad, so I thought it would be an easier segue to international universities. And the third reason was because I thought that it was nice that you could do both science subjects and subjects from the humanities and combine them.
I'm Abdullah, I'm in DP1, and the reason why I chose the IB was because it gives you more life opportunities later on, and because I don't speak Norwegian, so it's a good alternative, and because it just looks better on your resume after you finish school.
Hi, my name is Ella, I'm in DP2, and 3 reasons I chose the IB was, firstly, it's a little bit easier to transition to studying abroad. Also, I like that the classes are in English. And thirdly, there's like an international community that you can connect with, which is nice.
Hi, so what has been your favorite memory of DP1 so far?
My favorite memory of DP1 has definitely been Model United Nations. What about you?
Oh, same! MUN is really, really fun. I think my favorite memory is becoming vice president, but also going to Malmö. That conference was really fun.
I think my favorite memory with MUN is definitely going to the conference with the Oslo Katedralskole. And also we're really happy to have you as a vice president, so that was also a great memory for us.
My name is Katinka. I'm a DP2 student at Blindern, and I've been active in the student council as one of my CAS projects. So I started off as a representative for my class, and then after a while, I became the leader of the student council, which obviously meant a large responsibility in general, but I felt there was a larger responsibility to contribute to my community, and that was a community that grew a lot bigger as well, because I wasn't only representing IB anymore, I was also representing the whole school. So that meant IB and students facilitating who had other problems and faced other situations. So I had to see other perspectives, which I think was a very valuable experience. And then I was in the student council during lockdown, but then also after lockdown, so when things were starting to get back to normal and we were opening up again, which I think was a very fun thing to be a part of, because we tried taking back a sense of belonging and a sense of community, which I think was missing during lockdown. So that meant creating events and just in general making sure that people felt connected and that we did things that involved the whole school. And then we also tried making sure that people knew the importance of being active in a student council and the importance of raising their voices. So we became active in the student union, for example, which meant that we got to share our problems with more people, and that it had a large impact because it also went into creating policies and changing the whole community in Oslo and the schools in Oslo. So hopefully we were able to create a community at our school, but also show the importance of being active in the student council, and that can create an impact on a larger community as well.
Okay. Hi, and welcome back to Blindern and IB Explained. I'm Arthur, and I'm joined here by Alex and Victor. So, can you tell me a bit about the extended essay?
So I like to think of the extended essay as a mini master's thesis. You're doing research, you're citing sources, you have a supervisor. I really like the extended essay because I think it gives a good taste of what to expect at university.
How's the structure of the extended essay? Like, how do you work with it?
So you're expected to write about 4,000 words, and it has to be centered around one specific research question. And you'll be working throughout the diploma program, so it's not like you have 2 years. Yeah, what's so cool is you have you could do literally like almost anything. Like in our class we had people synthesizing biodiesel. One guy was he was comparing the language of different newspapers. What did you do, Alex?
I did my extended essay in global politics. So my research question was surrounding the Chongyong community in Japan. There's North Koreans in Japan and they have a kind of diaspora.
Right.
Yeah, that was quite interesting.
What about you, Victor? What did you do? What was your research question?
I did mine in math. Mine was, did you sing? Do you remember?
How to do. So is that a big difference, like doing it in social science and doing it in math?
I think the writing process is similar. Of course, the research varies, but I mean, at the end of the day, we both ended up with 4,000 word essays.
Okay. So how's the workload of the extended essay? Does it take a lot of time?
Yeah, no, but I think it's the school offers extended essay days where you have entire days focused on just doing research and writing the paper. So I think it's really, the workload depends on how much effort you put into it.
What are extended essay days?
So they're days that the school dedicates. The entire day is just focused on you writing, and you get to spend time with your supervisors, and yeah, everybody sits in the library.
Did you have any field research?
I didn't do any research in the field, but I did go to Japan that summer. So I did. I
also went to Japan that summer. We were there together. That's actually when I formulated the question, by the way.
Oh wow! Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't have any data collection, so.
Julie was there as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, so how does it work? Do you have any collaboration with any universities?
Yeah, no, we worked closely alongside the University of Oslo, so we had access to their library and our final extended essay exhibition, where we all made posters of our research. That was also held at the university.
Do you have any useful advice for people who are going to write their EE soon?
I just think don't stress too much about it. Wait for the extended essay days to come, and then on the extended essay days, work non-stop, and then you can finish it.
Hello, my name is Axel, and I'm an IB student at Blindern VGS in Oslo. For my G4 Biology HLIA, I chose to investigate the differences in anaerobic versus aerobic exercise and their effects on heart rate and ventilation tidal volume. In this context, I initially hypothesized that anaerobic exercise, which is explosive exercise, would cause a higher elevation of ventilation tidal volume and heart rate simply because it has an immediate need for oxygen and glucose in the blood, transported in the blood to the muscles right after exercise, as compared to aerobic, which would be the same process just spread over a longer period of time. I performed the exercises myself, being the only test subject, simply because me and my biology teacher figured that different human test subjects, although being requested by the IB initially, would in relation to exercise be more difficult to do because human test subjects would have very much different variables in terms of health and experience with exercise, which would skew the data and not give me as good results as possible, as compared if I only used myself as the human test subject, where all the data would be from the same body. Overall, I found the whole experience quite intriguing, while at the same time being challenging. I faced a lot of challenges in the process, and it was challenging in itself to perform all exercises consecutively on the same day because all environmental factors had to be the same. However, it was a way for me to employ course content that I learned in biology HL in something that I do on a regular basis and a hobby of mine, which is exercising. And it's well worth a while looking into if you're an IB biology student and are worried for your biology IA in the future.
Hi, my name is Tira and I go to DP1 at Blindern. I started last year in MYP 5 and I really love the IB environment at the school and the people that make up all our classes. For my classes, I take English, Norwegian, French, global politics, math, and biology. I really like that you can choose from a wide variety of classes. You can almost always find a class that fits you and your personality. My favorite class in school is global politics, where we discuss global contemporary situations and we learn a lot. A thing I really enjoy with going to IB, and especially at Blindern, is that we're put in contact with so many people around the globe. If this seems like something that fits for you, I really do encourage you to apply to Blindern this year.
Hi, my name is Tala. I'm 19 years old. I graduated from DP last year with the class of 2020. I now study medicine at the University of Oslo.
Knowing what you know today, would you repeat the diploma program if given the opportunity?
I would definitely repeat the diploma program. The IB has prepared me a lot for university. We face a lot of challenges in DP, from writing the extended essay to the IAs, and also not to mention CAS, and balancing those extracurriculars alongside school.
Based on the subjects you chose, how did they help you decide what you wanted to study?
Well, in the IB you choose 6 different subjects, and that gives the student the opportunity for breadth, but also you take 3 subjects at higher level and 3 at standard, so you get to focus even more on 3 of the subjects you choose.
Above all, did the preparation allow you to continue to grow as a student and individual?
I would definitely say so. IB has taught me so many lessons and I've obtained so many skills, and mainly time management skills, with all the workload and the assignments, writing the extended essay, and so on. You definitely learn to plan out everything.
One of my favorite memories from the DP program was being able to pick the classes that I was really interested in, like physics or chemistry, or I could even choose the level of math that I wanted.